Hello everyone, my name is Loko and welcome to some more Stardew Valley. Today we're back on the farm and it is actually currently winter time. Looks like Leah is actually already up. What's going on, woman? You don't want to make out today? That's alright. I wanted to go ahead and give you some salad that I purchased previously. This is exactly what I wanted. I've been giving you salad for a couple days in a row right now after giving you some wine as well as cheese for days. The baby that we are currently waiting for is going to be made of cheese, as someone of you wisely pointed out in the comment section of the previous video. I've been giving her so much cheese, it's getting kind of ridiculous, but look at the farm. It is currently snowing. It's a little bit different as well. I've been playing for several hours in between. Well, not several hours. I think it's been about an hour and a half or so in between. I've changed a couple of the things that we had going on here. First and foremost, I, moved a bunch of the buildings around and a bunch of, like, the refinement tools. In favor of getting a bit more of, like, an efficient setup as well as more of, like, an aesthetic setup. Other than that, I obviously made sure that I filled up the entirety of these silos with hay. I don't know exactly if we do have enough, but I'm assuming that we do. Also changed some of the pathing up. I actually do need to move these away so this tree does continue growing. Obviously it's currently going to be winter time, so I don't think they do continue growing. But anyway, I've got my scarecrow collection slowly but surely increasing as well. And we've just been making a solid bit of progress. Now, it is currently winter time, like I mentioned. And as far as the community center goes, we really only have one thing to get right here, which is the rabbit's foot. And we also have to get the nautilus shell, which we can go ahead and grab at the beach. Now, the rabbit's foot, we can only really get from these guys right here, from the rabbits. But for some reason, none of them has actually dropped anything for me just yet. Now, obviously, it is currently winter time, so that does mean that the animals aren't going to be heading outside anytime soon. In the last video, I asked whether or not I wanted to go ahead and, like, whether or not I should go ahead and basically replace all of these animals with pigs. But, I mean, you guys are right. It's not something I should do. I mean, I've had these guys since forever, and obviously... How do you not produce wool? Come on, Barney. Bonnie? How are you not producing wool? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say. But obviously I've had these guys since forever, and in the wintertime there's really no truffles to be gathered either, as, they don't actually go outside. So I'm just gonna keep the animals that I've got. I know, by the way, that you can get the rabbit's food as well from some other places, but in the end, I just kind of want to get it from my own animals. Ideally, we do get it this season, though. So if the lady that shows up on the Friday as well as on the Saturday coincidentally does also bring along in her cart a couple of these rabbit feet, I will go ahead and grab them. But for the majority of the time, I'm gonna try and stick to, to try and see if we can get one ourselves. Now. Sadly, I clicked that button on accident just now at the beginning of the video, which is kind of annoying. But I think we're going to be spending most of the winter trying to optimize for the summer. And the very first thing that we'll need to do is make sure that we have enough iridium sprinklers. So obviously, iridium sprinklers you get by, by simply just smelting iridium bars, as well as getting some battery packs. Now, the battery packs I can gather right here in the top right corner of my farm. However, the iridium that we'll need, I currently only have 3, is going to be gathered, or like the iridium, sprinklers that we need, is going to be gathered from the farm in the desert. So I think that's exactly where we are going to be headed, and where we're going to be spending the majority of the time in the winter. It's not going to be the most exciting time of the year, I'm not going to lie, but we'll take a ticket here, which for some reason bugs out just a little bit of the screen. But we're gonna be headed towards, well, a nice and sunny place known as, the desert. And there's this nice little bit here in the top left corner. Now, I would bring some ladders as well. I know that you can get down the mines a little bit faster using ladders. But sadly, I currently don't actually have any. So... I don't have actually any stone. Like, I got very little of it. So we're gonna have to make sure that we use this to our advantage. You know what? I'm actually gonna pop in and out and just start over again, because this is a terrible start. Now, one of the things I did end up bringing, by the way, is going to be bombs. I don't have too many of them, but it's really fun. It's really fun to be messing around with these bombs as well. They do a lot of damage, obviously, but they just primarily clean up the area very quickly. Obviously, we do have to make sure that we don't, like, lose on, as far as health goes. Wow, we just had an iridium bar dropped on us? That's insanely lucky. We could also use this coffee which will make me move around a little bit faster. But I think I'm going to be spending, you know, most of the day just trying to grind out as much Iridium Ore as possible, just because it is very, very useful and we can craft so many things from it. So for those of you unaware how this mine in the desert works, basically we don't have an elevator. We got these mine shafts to jump down into. And you can go ahead and fall down deeper and deeper into the mines. Now, the reason why you want to drop down is because every 10 levels that you go down, you double the chances of you getting Iridium ores. And I'm sure that actually, like, other ores as well do become, you know, more often available the deeper you go into the mines. Now, Iridium specifically is the main reason why you would want to be heading here. It just is a lot more common, a little bit deeper in the mine. In particular, like past level 30 or so, you're gonna have a really nice chance at getting some. So far, we haven't really been getting too many of it. Well, I got 1 bar from that one thing that we found earlier, which actually is a pretty nice setup, but sadly, we don't have any shafts here, so we'll just have to use the ladder instead, which just drops you down a single level. Oh my god, this area is overrun with monsters. Look how many there are. That's ridiculous. Basically, you can't do anything until you clean up all of these things. What? That is, like, these are the strongest, like, slimes in the game as well. I think I'm probably, like, I'm already pretty far down, right? I think I'm probably better off just... Oh my god, there's so many of them. That's ridiculous. What? We're already pretty far into the mines. I had such a good run. That is insane. Like, I can't actually beat these things. They do take a little bit of damage, I believe, but yeah, they don't, like, die. And they slow you down as well. They do a lot of damage. I have the strongest weapon in the game here, in the Galaxy Sword, but, I mean, there's so many of them. Alright, well, guess we'll just start from the beginning, then. We had a really good thing going just now, but sadly for us, that was probably the worst level I've ever seen in these mines. I mean, obviously you will be able to get down and, like, you know, lower and lower into the mines if you clean those up, but that would probably take me the entire day. It was only like 1 PM at that point, so we had a good thing going, but sadly, I don't believe this is going to be our day. That is arguably the worst mining day I've had so far here, in particular when bringing bombs. I seem to always have a pretty good time, but, well, let's see if we can maybe get a couple more Iridium at the very least. Alrighty, so looks like we have found our very first deposit right here at 5:40 PM. Terrible time to get started. At least we have a reasonable setup here, though. At least we are, you know, still going down into the mines. Obviously, we do really need to get out of here a little bit later on, but, I guess we'll just put in our best effort and see if we can make something successful out of day 1 here. Really don't need any of the other ores, though. It's really just all about the Iridium here. Just need to get myself some sprinklers. As long, you know, some sprinklers, as long as it's also gonna go ahead and thunder some. I think we should be in a good place. So we just fell down 8 levels, actually. We just fell down a whole bunch of levels, which is good for us because, well, even though I'm kind of low in HP now, I can just go ahead and eat some. And, you know, continue mining, at least for a couple more hours until about midnight. Which is not bad, actually. This is looking rather okay still. I thought this was gonna be the most unsuccessful mining day of all time, but... it's alright, it's alright. Alrighty, so we're finally back down to level 30 here. Which is where we were at about 7 hours or so ago. I only have a few hours remaining now. We honestly did climb back rather quickly, but it doesn't seem like there's any Iridium in these either. At least I'm not seeing any for the moment. Oh man. What a terrible start to the Iridium quest. Alrighty, so I did find some more over here. We still have about 2 hours remaining on the clock, so we could potentially still grab some. That was pretty good. That one was pretty good here. We're just gonna head down here some more. Looks like, sadly, there's a lot of gold here, but no real Iridium deposits. Trying to grind my way down the ladder. Ugh. Even at level 40, still nothing too impressive. Imagine if we wouldn't have had that terrible level, though. We could have, like, grinded ourselves down to level 60, which is, I think, the lowest I've ever been. Is, I don't know, like, 50-something? Okay. So we're at 45 now. No Iridium here either. Alright, another shaft. We got back to... ooh, 52. That's really sick, actually. 52 is still really impressive. Although I'm not seeing any... well, I see some Iridium in the bottom left, but... okay, this is what we're looking for, right? Easy, close by Iridium Ore. Is there any more? Because otherwise I'm gonna take the ladder. Nope, no more. No more here. So we'll take the ladder down. Gotta be careful though, because I'm actually very low in HP. And obviously we do start, you know, heading back a little past 12. Looks like there's nothing over here either. Alright, we have another shaft. This is a risk. I fell down 8 levels once again. 62. That's insane. Alright, alright, alright. I see more iridium. That's very good. Actually, this is starting out to be still reasonable. Still reasonable. I saw some more iridium in the bottom left. And there's actually also some in the top left. Alright. It is currently midnight though. I don't know if you should continue here. Nah, I'm just gonna drop down. Ugh. I see some more. I see some more. Dang. Alright, alright. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna eat real quick. Eating does pause the game. Okay. Dodge these. Dodge these. Get them. There we go. Okay. This may be a successful day after all. 63 is really nice. Not gonna lie. That's actually really nice. So how many did we get? We got still 20 of them. Alright. So even though we had a horrendous start, that's still a pretty respectable amount. So it's the 3rd of winter right now. Another day, another chance. Obviously, we start off with some salad. Lowko, I planted these wild horseradishes in a little pot back there. Leah, I've heard that apparently, I've heard that apparently, you're gonna like start decorating the house when you're about to, you know, when you're about to give birth and all that. It could be because of these kegs that you actually haven't done that yet. I'm not sure if that is the case, but that is at least something to keep in mind here. But first and foremost, we're gonna start running some errands again. Didn't actually have time right now, or yesterday either, to, you know, really, I'm sorry, well, I'm gonna sell that wild horseradish right away. But I didn't have much time here to really put the things in the chest yesterday, because I didn't really want to risk it. We got a lot of things in the mines, a lot of the things I don't really need, though. I mean, I'm sort of carrying them around a lot, but I don't know. Oh, man. Looks like we got some goose feathers. I thought for a second we finally got lucky, but... Or duck feathers, rather, but... Sadly, Sadly, no rabbit feet yet. No rabbit feet yet. I've heard that apparently you can get some as well in the mines, although I have never actually come across any myself either. Now, before we head down to the mines today, I do want to make sure I grab the hardwood real quick from the secret forest. As you can see, by the way, I did extend the path quite significantly. Also, I haven't even shown you this yet. We got this nice little slime hutch creation type thing over here in the bottom left corner of the farm now. I'm not exactly sure what it does. Hey, we actually got ourselves a slime. I don't exactly know how this works, but apparently, like, we put this thing in the incubator right there. Apparently, there's just slimes that start spawning or something. I don't exactly know what it does. But hey, we got the building now. I'll just come back there every now and then to figure out what's going on. Either way, we'll head down towards the hidden forest right here in the bottom left corner, or the top left corner, I suppose. And we'll go from there. You know what? I think we're just gonna be running errands today, and we'll spend most of tomorrow instead to get some more iridium ore in the mines. Because there's actually a couple more things that I need to do. First off, you know what? I think I'm actually just gonna be going towards the mines again tomorrow and continue our quest for iridium. The thing is that there's a couple more errands that I need to run here as well, and we can maybe, you know, prepare for a nice, like, full-on mining day tomorrow instead of, like, having to run all these little things. First off, I gotta head down towards this guy once again, in the sewer, obviously. Because we need to get ourselves a couple more... Hey, you're still up here today. We need to get ourselves a couple more solar essences, and the reason for that is so that we can go ahead and mine or craft another iridium band. The iridium band is extremely good. There we go. Now we have a second one. Don't need the emerald ring anymore. Let's get rid of that thing. So now we got 2 iridium bands there. Very, very good. And in general, we got a really solid set of gear right now, actually. One other thing that we'll need to do as well is actually head down to the beach and see if we can find those nautilus shells that I've been trying to get since forever, really. We'll leave the horse right there for just a sec. Apparently they drop on the beach. So that's really what I'm looking for. Well, obviously if these little wormy things show up, we'll clear those out too. Nautilus shell, where you at? Nothing. Nothing just yet. But maybe that will come a little bit later though. We'll mine out the quarry for the rest of the day instead. Well, actually, there's not that much. What is this? What is this? Oh! What? We got an Iridium Ore, 3 gold ore, and a prismatic shard. Alright, that's pretty cool. I was gonna say, like, we just are gonna mine it out and see if it gets something special. It's like, well, I've never seen that rock before. Turns out, you know, we we did get something special there. So still more iridium, even on the day that we didn't plan on getting any. That's pretty awesome. We'll have a look around the town to see if we have any more of these worms pop up. The thing about the worms, right there, there's some in the top right. The thing about these worms is that they can contain some of the rarest things in the game. Apparently, you can even get ancient seeds from them, which I've personally never gotten. Most of the time, they don't contain anything, though, but sometimes they have, like, a hidden book. And, well, I definitely haven't captured all of those just yet, so we'll just ride around for a bit, see if I can find any more. Also wanted to pop by these guys real quick, see if they can sell me anything useful yet. Come back when you've got something to show me, kid. He still says it. Yeah, we've been killing a lot of things, I feel like, but not quite enough here, really, to claim any kinds of solid rewards. Yeah, they don't really sell anything too amazing, to be honest. Like, we've bought the best things we could from them, but I mean, they were replaced rather easily. Now, since we're gonna go ahead and dedicate all of tomorrow for just straight up, you know, straight up mining in the desert, I'm gonna go ahead and also create some staircases here. The staircases obviously aren't very special, but basically you can just, you know, create your own little staircase and just drop down an additional level, which is actually, like, in a lot of scenarios, rather useful. I can also have a quick look here. Do I have any more iron? Did I get any? Let me go ahead and sort it for a little bit. I got some iron ore here, as well as some coal. I don't think I can make too many bombs, but we can make a couple. There we go. And, you know, just get a nice, efficient mining day going tomorrow. At least that's the idea. Once again, sort it. And I also saved some of the high-quality cheese here, just because it heals for a ton. Just in case we need it. I'm going to be keeping the Iridium Ore as well as the Iridium Bar with me, so we can keep track of how much we've got. And with that, oh, well, apparently, with that, we got some, wine finishing up. With that, I'm going to go ahead and sell those as well. Want to have a real quick look, whether or not Leah is truly unhappy about it. No, she doesn't seem to be unhappy. We got, you know, the maximum amount of hearts with her. I was going to say, like, maybe we need to move those kegs to a different place. What's she doing over there? Why is she in the top left room? Well, yeah, what's going on? How are you? What are you doing over here? Are you sad? I never thought I'd receive a mermaid's pendant so soon after moving here. I'm happy about it, though. Oh, wow. I mean, you were talking to your husband about that. I gave that thing to you. You never expected? What? Like, that's kind of sad. What was that? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I have actually no idea what that was. That sound was weird. I've never heard that before. Have I? No, I don't think I have. An explosion was heard in the night. Whoa, whoa, whoa. An explosion was heard in the night? What's going on, Leah? Good morning, Loco. I made us some coffee. Thank you very much, woman. My morning just wouldn't be complete without a hot cup of coffee. Yeah, I got a lot of them with me. But Leah, what's... Did you not hear that explosion? Do we not discuss such things in our marriage? Like, what is this? We'll have a quick look whether or not something has changed on the farm. Hold on, let me get my wife some salad. Because the baby... She doesn't want to talk to me anymore either. Did anything change with that explosion? Doesn't look like it so far. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe something has changed in the mines or something. I know there was an explosion there at some point that sort of like opened up extra space, but... Ooh! Oh, those are the things! Those are the things. I'm blocking it with my webcam. Those are the things right here. Oh, was that what we got? More iridium. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. We had that in the very first year as well, now I think of it. It's spread it somewhere on the farm. Apparently it was the top left corner this time around. So we're slowly but surely grinding out more and more iridium. That's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty good. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and collect all the kegs. I don't know if where I'm gonna put them yet. But if she needs to decorate the house and I put too much stuff in it, I'll go ahead and like, you know, I guess I'll go ahead and like put them somewhere else. I don't actually know where. I don't have that much room for it either. Maybe we can put it right here in the, what if we put it right here, actually? Now I think about it. We could make a nice little layer. Can they actually be stand outside? Yeah, they can be standing outside. Alright, I was gonna say. Like, I'm not sure if they can, but... Alright. Okay, here we go. Put them in a bit of a different spot. We gotta make sure we have some floors in there as well, but I think we'll save that for some later time. Because it's already getting a little late again. I'm getting distracted. Haven't fed the animals either. Well, I don't need to feed them anymore, but I haven't gotten anything from them. That's okay though, they can skip a day like that. Don't really want to be taking the wine with me, but that's alright. We'll keep that for the moment. And I want to make sure that I have these things right here at the very top. Except for the cheese and those, because I do want to consume those. Move those down. Don't really need the axe there either. So here we go, here we go. We are all ready for the mining operation. The lady arrives at the bus stop at 10 every morning. That's the only problem about these roads that I've designed. Like, the horse can't actually fit through it very easily. She arrives here at 10, I believe. So, we should be able to head down to the desert right now. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put those staircases down whenever a level is annoying. Like this one. Don't really want to be playing this one either. Oh, just move down. Just move down. These, however, I can go ahead and just mine myself, right? Well, and this is actually a really good start so far. We're gonna try and see if it can drop down very, very low into the mines today. Obviously, if we get a ton of value like this, I may as well just go ahead and use a bomb every now and then as well. There we go. Come to think of it, I wonder if I could have just crafted a ladder with that really annoying level previously, because I definitely did have more than enough stone with me to craft a ladder. You know, like that level we saw 2 days ago? I'm not sure if it could have, but I mean, it seemed like something we could do. By the way, you can blow up these things as well. And you do get solar essences from it. I think I could have just done that, to be honest. Just crafted, you know, one of these staircases and just went down like that. I think I could have done that. I just didn't think of it. Let's see if it works. Yep. This area is also overrun with monsters. It is actually just simply possible to craft a ladder. Well, we'll note that one down. I don't think I needed to leave that previous run. Anyway, we're currently at 2 PM only. Well, close to 3 PM, I suppose. And we are already at level 21. So we're grinding our way down here. Just need to get a little bit lucky and, you know, get one of these shafts once again. Some of these areas are infested, but they're really easy, right? Like this one. You just have to kill a couple of things and eventually another door will open up. This one is not that big of a deal. In particular, not these flying things. Like, oftentimes I can kill them either in 1 or 2 hits, so... Those are at the very least doable. And oftentimes these cards contain a bunch of oh, what's that? Thermal boots? Huh, they're not great, but oftentimes these chests, or like these cards I suppose, contain a bunch of coal. But right now I guess it didn't. Well, this one does, look at that. We got another level as a follow-up immediately with the same thing. These little dudes, by the way, can also drop Iridium Ore. I've had quite a couple from them. Sadly, nothing this time around. But these right here can actually, you know, give you a whole bunch of coal. And coal is a very valuable thing. Ew, there's another one of those weird-looking things right there in the top right corner. I wonder if those are new or something. I don't think I've ever seen those before. Or maybe I just haven't noticed. There you go. We got some Iridium from those as well. Actually, I have seen them before. I guess we just got really lucky in the quarry or something where it also contains some other things, but we did just get some Iridium out of those, so not complaining about that whatsoever. That's good to keep in mind though, because those apparently can also contain Iridium. Oh man, we're walking so fast! What is going on? Does coffee stack? Nope, it says +1 speed. But this feels way faster than +1 speed. What? We're so fast. Huh? Well, we got some of these right now as well. The spicy eels. They also give +1 speed and +1 luck as well. What? We're so quick. Alright, alright. I'm not complaining here. There we go. There we go. This is what we're here for. Iridium Ore. I'm overshooting so fast. This is insane. Alright, alright. So there's more iridium right there. The quest for Iridium Ore is starting to be successful at the very least. We can walk faster than I've ever seen in the game. I had no idea that this was even possible. I mean, I'm not complaining about it, don't get me wrong. It's just a little bit too fast either to like efficiently move around. More Iridium Ore. He did just drop us some, so that's very helpful. Looks like there's none over here though. Okay, we're at the next level now. Still spotting more and more iridium now. We're getting a little bit lucky as far as that goes. Look, we just got some as well from these little dudes. Nice. Oh no, looks like we're a little slower. Oh no, actually we're not. We're still stupidly fast. We don't seem to attack very much faster though, but... Ooh, gotta be careful here. I don't want to waste my iridium. Okay. There we go. I did not know though that the speed effects sort of like stack. So you can drink multiple, like, you know, of these kind of things. That sort of like just make you move really quickly. This is really fast though. It's awesome, not gonna lie. Maybe it's actually just this spicy eel thing. The spicy eel is helping out a lot. Finding a bunch of shafts now as well. Sadly, none of them are particularly impressive. More iridium! Never complaining about those. And we're getting close to level 50 here. We actually got far, like, deeper, I suppose, into the mines last time around. Even though we had a really bad start back then. Although, if I get another bunch of shafts like that... 13 levels? Holy crap, we fell down 13 levels. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's crazy. Alright, never mind. I was talking about how we didn't get that deep into the mines this time around, but nope. I am mistaken. We did get very far into the mines this time around as well. Gonna creep on crafting some of these bombs. Because they seem to give us a lot more, you know, potential. I wish there was a way to slow down time. I mean, now we finally got really deep into the mines, but it's time to be heading home. I don't think we're gonna be able to get any more. We had some really good progress here though, just for a little bit. I can have a sneak little peek. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna have to head out. If you get home past 2 AM, you're basically in trouble. We move so quickly though, look at that. That must be that yeah, that spicy eel. I did not know it was supposed to buff you up that much. I don't know if you are supposed to get buffed up that much, but I mean, it's working out well for us. Alright, 1:30 AM. Cleaned up my bags real quick. I'm home in time though. Just barely home in time. Okay. Solid progress once again though. So far, winter is definitely a success. Let me have a quick look at what the spoils of war were so far. She's not quite decorating the room yet, but... There you go. There you go, Leah. I remember keep your eyes peeled for wild food. Yeah. Alright, I want to quickly check out if we could get the final spoils of war. The spirits feel neutral today. You know what? I'm actually not too worried about that. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, go to Clint's anyway. And for today, we'll spend most of the day getting these geodes analyzed. And also, apparently, we've got mail. Lowko, I'm creating an enchanted staff of phenomenal power. However, I'm missing something, an Iridium Bar. I am willing to pay 5 times... Alright. Okay. He really wants to get a Iridium Bar? Okay. We'll head down to the wizards then very shortly. Then we'll also go to Clint's. There we go. And then a little bit of wool spinning too. Alrighty. So, we're gonna turn in 21 or 26 geodes. It's actually a very solid amount. Quite a big amount, actually. I don't think I've ever done that many. We'll put this thing in the chest as well, just because I don't really have much room for it otherwise. First things first, though. We'll head down to the wizard, see what he wants. He practically only wants a Iridium Bar. And he's crafting a staff. So, I mean, I don't know if we get that staff. That would be pretty cool. But we'll head down to his place real quick. He lives here in the bottom left corner. And we'll have a look at the gypsy card as well. Maybe she will sell us. Come on. Me, nothing. I was gonna say, like, maybe she sells us a, we'll buy that. But she maybe sells us something that we can use to, complete the what is it called? The, community center. But she still hasn't been selling it. She's only there 2 days a week, though, so I'm not sure if she's ever gonna get it. Hey, wizard bro, what's going on? There you go. Ah, precious iridium. You've done well, Loko. You have my gratitude. Now leave. The townfolks are afraid of me. It is unfortunate, but I suppose it's human to be afraid of the unknown. Alrighty. 5,000 gold. That's not bad. Oh, actually, I completely forgot completing a bunch of these, apparently. Not bad. Alright. So we get ourselves some more gold there. And maybe we are slowly but surely getting a little more friendly with Wizard Guy. Well, a little bit. I know there will be some people watching that and being like, oh my god, I can't believe we actually only got so few hearts. I mean, guys, I set my eyes on Leah. And we married her successfully. Other than that, I didn't give a crap about the other people in this. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but we really didn't, really though. And obviously, since it is going to be Friday, we'll have to head down to the sewers too. Because our good old buddy over here sells iridium sprinklers, which is what we're needing. There we go. We'll get one from him. He only sells it on Friday. And then last but not least, we'll have to head to the beach too, before we head over to Clint's, just to see whether or not those Nautilus shells are gonna be available already. We do need one, just a single one. I've gathered so many last year. But, oh, there we go. We got one. There we go. That's what we were looking for here. We actually got 2 immediately. That's not bad. Yeah, I gathered so many of these last year, not knowing that I needed to be in the, you know, community center. Hey, Clint, what's up, man? I'd like to, you know, process a bunch of geodes with you. First off, we got the cheap ones, I suppose. I don't have that much room. Whatever. I'd like to process as many of these as possible, at the very least. We got a lot of them. There we go. That's what we're looking for primarily, I suppose. More Iridium Ore. Fairy Stone. I also want to see if I can get some more items that I've never had before. So we can bring those to Gunther in the museum. I don't have enough room. Okay, here we go. We got some more room now. There's a bunch of these things that I don't think I've ever seen before. Although, I seem to have gathered a lot of the items. The thing is, if you go to the museum, there's so many empty spots available still that it looks like I've barely done like anything in the game yet, but we'll see. Gunther can tell me more about those at the very least, so that's nice. Is that new? Gunther can tell me more about those as well. All right. So there are actually items that I haven't quite gotten yet. More iridium, not bad. Obviously, like if the spirits would be in good favor with me, or like very good favor, they definitely could have had more wealthy things here. But I'm not complaining about this. Once again, my bag's full. Okay, should have enough room right now for whatever it's gonna be. Have you ever seen those? Oh, apparently we have. What are those? Some early life forms had bones made from these. Alright. Tiger's Eye? So many items! So many dang items. But hey, we got 76 Iridium Ore though. 76 Iridium Ore here. That's definitely a solid amount. Now we'll head over to Gunther. Sup, Gunther? I'd like to donate some more stuff to your museum. There we go. And apparently we get a new reward for that too. Only get 2 items there, but it'll do. What do you want to give us? A crystallarium, once again. Alrighty. You can basically use those to produce more crystals of the same kind. So at home I got one producing non-stop diamonds, and it seems to do work. Okay, so even though I don't have the rabbit's food just yet, I think we'll just take it, as that is going to be the final item we will need to complete the community center. We got most of it already finished up. We just need to get a little lucky. Like I said, we can apparently get one from the farm. We can get one from, you know, apparently the the mine as well as the gypsy cart. I just haven't gotten any of it yet. So this rabbit's food right here, I guess that'll just have to wait. It's the last item we will need. For now though, the Nautilus shell, that is gonna complete that bundle as well. And we got another recycling machine. I got way too many of these things already. It's just really one more thing we need. Just one final little thing. Ah. Well, with that, I guess I can just start decorating the house myself if Leah doesn't wanna. You look full of energy today. Thanks, Leah. I was just about to head to bed. It's 3:40 p.m. We currently do have, though, 76 Iridium Ore, which means that the Iridium quest has been completed. We're gonna need, well, 76. Well, actually, no, we don't need 76 of them. We need a little bit less. We need 15, I think, right? Am I crazy? I think it's going to be 15 here. 15 Iridium Bars is what we should be able to smelt here at the very least. And we'll just go ahead and start smelting those. It's gonna take forever, obviously. But the quest for Iridium definitely was a successful one. So even though it's still pretty early, and even though I still got some energy left, it is winter time. There's very little to do. Let's go to sleep. We actually do make quite a bit of money here too, just from selling a bunch of the things. It's not gonna be that amazing. But guys, that is going to be where I'm gonna be ending this video. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you haven't already though, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button as well, so you get a notification as soon as I do upload more. I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day, alright? Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!